Is Forrest really hiding in here? Someone saw two people who looked like them go inside. Crap! Someone saw us? We need to do something. If they call their friends, we're done for. Oh shoot, dude! The theme song to Rainet Kakaru plays through the hall, signaling the start of the finals. There's a kind of majesty to the scene. The tension of the crowd peaks as its voltage reaches a climax. Thanks for waiting, everybody. The finals are about to begin, and we'll see once and for all who is the Rainet Access Battlers Grand Champion. These two teams are about to clash. First up, the defending champion, our queen, the Moe-Maid Cat. Faris Nyan! Faris makes her entrance to thunderous cheering. She smiles brightly and waves to the audience. She really is like a queen. I notice she's not wearing the sunglasses I gave her. And now, the challengers! Like a comet, they suddenly appeared, blazing across the starry sky, the dark horse, nay, dark peacock of the Rainet world. This is their very first tournament, but despite various troubles, including no-show opponents, they have made it to the finals. They are the Black Absolute Zero! Oh, they probably got rid of those opponents, right? The Viral Attackers! The Viral Attackers consist of 4 Celsius and some short guy with the same black leather fetish. They look like a couple of punks straight out of Ikebukuro. I sit in stupefied awe as the excitement around me builds. Daru taps me on the shoulder. You gotta cheer for Forest-han too. Yeah. Oblivious to my anxiety, Daru starts jumping and waving his hands in the air. Forest-han! I love you, Forest-han! Moe, Moe! Cameras flash as everyone tries to get a picture of the cat girl. I'm gonna give it my best, everyone. So cheer for me, Nyan. The speakers carry her cute, cheerful voice to every corner of the hall. Well, okay. Is this Mayuri? Yeah, okay. Lap pillow. Granny kept Pockety in the pocket of her apron, so I'd go to sleep hearing that sound. I think that's why Pockety's sound makes me calm. Aw, that's sad. She lost it. Apparently they gave microphones to both teams so that they could talk to the audience. Service shot, Nyan! Ferris puts on an impish smile and turns to the audience in a sexy pose. Whoa! The entire hall shakes with the audience's roar. Faris's popularity is overwhelming. There it is! Yes! Faris, it's me! Marry me! Daru has totally lost it. I wonder if Faris will be alright. Judging from her enthusiasm, it certainly looks like she'll be fine. Once the cheering dies down, I speak to Daru. How come there are 2 viral attackers, but Faris is all alone? What? You don't even know about that? I'm not familiar with the rules of Rainet Access Battlers. I had Daru explain them before the finals started, but he only covered the basics. In this tournament, duels take place between 2-man teams. But since there's nobody strong enough to be Forest-han's dual partner, she goes alone. Two heads are obviously better than one, but Faris can win despite her handicap. That's why I love her. These viral attackers. What sort of team are they? I don't know all the details, but apparently they're a pretty aggressive team. But other than that, there's a bunch of suspicious rumors about them. They've got a lot of followers, you see, and apparently they don't mind using those followers to interfere with their opponents during duels. About half the teams they faced in the championships were no-shows. And that's not all. Apparently, they even go around beating up otaku in Akiba and Ikebukuro. Long story short, Rhinetters really hate them. Then why haven't they been disqualified? Because there's no evidence. Rhinetters are mostly kids and otaku. Just a little intimidation from some guys in black and they clam up. The viral attackers. Yeah, this is definitely... Okay, so... I've been mostly silent, but this is definitely just an offshoot. There's no way this is part of the actual storyline. There's no way. Because this is, like, so, like, going down a whole different rabbit trail right now. Faris told me that their interference cost her the game. But as long as she's got the sunglasses and earplugs I gave her, she should be able to win, assuming she knows what she needs, I guess. And if she wins, she might be able to recall the contents of the D-mail she sent. At least that's what she said, which makes no sense. You know she's playing you, you moron. I need Faris to win. Mayuri's life depends on it. I'm counting on you, Faris. Faris rises to the stage, heralded by thunderous cheers. And naturally, on the other side is 4 Celsius. They face off across the circuit mat. How did teams work exactly? You can discuss with your partner what moves to make. It's harder for the opponent to predict what you're going to do. So basically, the partner just plays a support role. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Faristan can beat the daylights out of these punks in the blink of an eye. Are both teams ready? The referee gathers Faris and 2 virals for a coin toss to decide who takes the first turn. And now, for the Rhinett XS Battlers Grand Championship Finals! Instantly, silence falls on the assembly hall. Everyone holds their breath in anticipation. Duel access! The referee's shouts signals the start of the game. The room erupts in cheers. First up is Faris. The huge monitor hanging from the ceiling displays the circuit mat, the thing that looks like a chessboard. The cards glitter and sparkle in the stage lights. All cards on the board are face down, but each player is allowed to peek at his or her own cards. The cameras are oriented in a way that the audience can't see what cards they have. According to Daru, Rhinett XS Battlers is a game of psychological warfare. It's all about figuring out where your opponent has placed his cards. Each player starts with 4 link cards and 4 virus cards, for a total of 8 cards face down on the board. Is this like that one card game? It was what was that called? Net Hackers or something like that? Netrunner, I think is what it was called. Netrunners or something like that. There's a card game and it got discontinued a couple of years ago or something like that. I think that's probably what they're basing this off of, kind of, sort of, and a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh on top of it. The victory conditions are a little complex, but in short, you win if you take 4 of your opponent's link cards, or if you make your opponent take 4 of your virus cards. The game starts with each player trying to figure out how the other has placed his or her cards. Knowing your opponent's layout lets you shift the game to your advantage. That's why it's important to be careful what moves you make, whether you're attacking or defending. Your duel partner's there to make it harder for your opponent to read your thoughts. I watch as the duel between Faris and the viral attackers unfolds before my eyes. Every time a Link card or Virus card is revealed, waves of excitement ripple through the audience. I'm starting to understand just how amazing Faris must be to become champion all by herself. The audience is on the edge of their seats. As best as I can tell, it looks like the viral attackers are, true to their nature, on the attack. What sort of strategy does Faris use? I guess you could say she's a slow starter. She spends the first half focusing on reading her opponent's cards. She plays it safe. And instead, she waits until the endgame for a sudden reversal. That's probably how she'll play it this time, too. But contrary to Daru's expectations, Faris charges into enemy territory with a card equipped with a skill called Line Boost. Undaunted, the Virals meet her attack head-on, countering with their own Line Boost equipped card. Oddly enough, Faris makes the first move. She waits for the Virals to overextend themselves, then snatches one of their cards using her Line Boost equipped card. Now, what's it gonna be? We won't know if the card she took was a Link card or a Virus card until she opens it. The card Faris snatched is... No way! What happened? I can't believe it. She took a Virus card. She almost never goes on the offensive. Maybe the Virals are enough of a threat to warrant a change of strategy. Looks like our wussy champ here is frightened by the heavy rock wings of the Black Peacock. Your fear is showing. I can see your cowardly wussy shivering with these fallen angel eyes of mine. This little strategy change of yours, it's an obvious fake. My elegant evil heart whispers so. I've done my research. You never go on the offensive. You're the cautious thinking type. I know all about your little mind tricks. You can't fool me. That card you attacked with just now is a Virus card, no doubt. You think I'll take the bait, don't you? This black nobleman set off a red alarm in your heart, awakening your wild survival instincts. And that's why you suddenly changed your strategy. But it's too late for that now. Such inelegant tricks as that have not a chance to stain our blackness. For we are the viral attackers, the Black Justice, the usurpers of Rynet, the rebellion against the fickle sanctuary. This fickle sanctuary. He sure can talk. And I still have no idea what he's saying. I hate those guys. Faris was radiant when she greeted the audience, but now her cheer and luster have evaporated in the face of Force Celsius's taunts. Well, you gotta admit, pressuring your opponent is an important part of Rynet. If you shake your opponent up, the reaction might help you figure out their card layout. This game sounds pretty hardcore. To tell you the truth, Rynet's more popular with adults than with kids. Even the anime's like that. It's marketed towards kids, but the story's gone down a pretty hard route. That and Kirari-chan's sexy. Like I care, perv. Only 3 minutes have passed since the start of the duel, and Faris is already frowning. She's also fidgeting in her seat, as if there's something bothering her. A laser! Huh? What? Look! Near her eyes! There's a red dot! It appears in short intervals, so it's difficult to spot, but there's definitely a laser shining in Faris' eyes. Seriously? Daru stares at her eyes for a few seconds, then shakes his head. I can't tell. But if you're right, Okarin, then someone in the audience is trying to sabotage her. Darn those virals! Why doesn't the referee stop them? They must be timing it so that the referee doesn't see. The audience is huge. It's impossible to tell where the beam is coming from. There could be multiple lasers for all I know. Well, no, you should know it comes from viral, right? It comes from the people she's facing. She even said that they were sabotaging her. Ah, and you know that. What? Now I get it. This is why Faris asked me to bring her sunglasses before I time leaped. Put on the darn sunglasses, Faris! Alas, my telepathic message doesn't reach her. I clench my teeth and stand up. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to find whoever's doing this and stop them. But how are you going to find them in this crowd? I ignore Daru and begin wandering through the sea of spectators in search of my target. Meanwhile, the game is still proceeding. Faris takes the card she used for her first attack, and instead of sending it to the enemy territory for another attack, pulls it back to fortify her defenses. The virals respond by unleashing a massive assault on her line. They equipped a card with line boost, which allows it to move twice. Move it twice, and then unequip it. Then they equipped line boost to another card and move that. I don't understand the rules of this game. I'm trying to figure it out, but anyway. It looks like their strategy is to attack in waves. They even seem willing to make sacrifices to a certain extent. And of course, the virals are most likely attacking with a mix of both link cards and virus cards. In order to survive the onslaught, Faris is forced to capture some of their cards in retaliation. But each virus card she's tricked into taking puts her at an even more of a disadvantage. Faris looks very unsettled by 4 Celsius's unpleasant smile. The laser attacks must really be getting to her as well. And finally, she makes a careless move that truly seems desperate. Disbelief spreads through the hall. Hey, hey, hey! Looks like this freaking cat got scared of my elegant evil charisma aura and lost her cool heart. I think that's the first F-bomb I've seen so far. Who would have thought the champion would make such an amateurish move? Amateurish? I was too busy searching for the viral underlings in the audience to pay attention to the match, but this new turn of events causes me to look up to the monitor. Faris has moved one of her pieces to the other side of the board, the entrance to the viral attacker's server. But the virals must have used their virus checker card because Faris's card is face up. It's a virus card. Every card you send into your enemy's server is added to your total. Normally, you try to get link cards through, as that brings you closer to victory. However, you're not required to reveal any cards you successfully send into your enemy's server. So although it hurts your point total, you technically can send virus cards into your enemy's server. But for some strange reason, Faris is trying to send a revealed virus card into her enemy's server. Even if it gets through, she won't be fooling anyone. Moreover, Faris has already taken 3 virus cards. One more and she'll lose. So she can't send that card through, even if she wants to. So what exactly was she trying to accomplish? Is she really that distracted by the laser beam? Allow this elegant, evil storyteller force Celsius to make a jet black proclamation. In just a few minutes, you'll be demoted to former champion. Someone in the audience echoes forth Celsius's vulgar laughter. So that's where his underlings are. I push my way through the audience in the direction of the laughter. The rest of the audience starts booing. I guess most Rhinetters really do hate the virals. But Faris herself doesn't respond to 4C's taunts. She just bites her lip and closes her eyes. Come on, just put on the sunglasses! This cute things only policy of hers is going to cost her the match. Or maybe it's impossible to prevent Faris from losing. Maybe convergence will bring about the same result, just as Mayuri is doomed to die no matter what I change. The audience gasps. The virals have snatched a link card from Faris. Now they have a total of 2 link cards. I can feel it. Faris is losing. But just then, I catch sight of a few guys dressed in all black. One of them is surreptitiously aiming a pen-shaped object at the stage. It's him! I grab his wrist. Who are you? That's as far as you go. I won't let you interfere with Faris's match. Why you? Move and I shoot. I thrust something into his side. It's future gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Nice, he uses it for a second time. I remembered how this bluff worked with Moeka on the previous world line, so I brought it just in case. The man freezes. I guess he didn't expect to be held at gunpoint at a children's card game event. Taking advantage of his surprise, I snatch the laser pointer out of his hand and disappear into the crowd. The punk starts shouting, but gives up when he can't find me. Good. That takes care of the laser. Now Faris can focus on the game. A scream goes up from the audience. 4C has snatched another one of Faris's link cards. That's the 3rd one. The virals need just 1 more to win. Too weak, wussy. But it's your fault for flirting with the system in that getup of yours. Save that vomit-inducing fashion sense for your bedroom mirror. All of your fans are just otakus who want to do you. Does it really make you that happy to have a fan base filled with people like that? Faris still doesn't respond. She hasn't said a word since the match started. But I got rid of the interference, so Faris should come up with a reversal any second now. I stare at her, praying for a miracle. And when I do, Faris once again turns her face away, as if trying to avoid something. What? Is it another laser? Hey, champion! They say your eyes can see into a man's soul. They say you have the power to read minds, which makes you a cheater. Even my pure black heart can't abide. What? She does? Basically, you ain't human. You're an ugly angel, 'cause you peek into the heart of any poor sap who talks to you. Everyone, beware! Keep your distance, or this wussy will steal your every secret by reading your thoughts. And then she'll blackmail you. Hand over your money? Throw your Rhinet match? What will you demand next? The audience begins to murmur. What? This is so anime, what the heck? If Faris does have that kind of power, then it's no wonder she's so good at Rhinet. My Chinibyo imagination starts to run wild, but I try my best to keep it suppressed. If Faris really can see through lies, it would explain why she hated the laser beam attacks so much. It would also explain why her moves made so little sense this match. Faris! Katuri. Huh? What was that?
I use change directory, yeah.
Change directory is a special type of card called a terminal card. Once per game, it allows you to switch the placement of 2 of your own pieces. Of course, you may also pretend to switch them. Additionally, if either of the 2 cards was exposed by Virus Checker, it gets flipped back face down. I get it. With Change Directory, she can switch out that virus card she placed near the enemy servers. Or server. And just as expected, Faris exchanges the virus card with a card that Force Celsius has surrounded with his cards. Or maybe she just pretended to. Either way, nobody knows which card is the Link card and which is the virus card. Nobody except for Faris, that is. A pretty interesting ploy. But will it work? The viral attackers whisper to each other. Once they're finished, Force Celsius returns to the circuit mat with a crap-eating grin on his face. You can't touch my heartstrings with a boring move like that. Is this your huge reversal plan? Sorry, but I am the black peacock no woman can resist. The elegant evil new generation of the Rhinetter realm. My cool black brain easily sees through your trick. No, that wasn't even a trick. That was a complete blunder, champion. Without a moment's hesitation, Force Celsius captures the piece Faris placed next to his server. Ha! I still only have 2 virus cards. 1 card ain't enough to clip these jet black wings of mine. But if I take just 1 more Link card, then it's the end of the Grand Cross for you. By the way, that card you're protecting way back in your territory, that's the card you used in the opening. The one you equipped with line boost and used to attack me, as if inviting me to take it. I said it before, but there's no way a scaredy cat like you would send a Link card out where it could be captured. In other words, champion, according to my elegant evil skills of deduction, your last Link card isn't the one you're guarding. It's one of the 2 you switched. Heh! So, I don't even have to check. This black peacock's sexual eyes can already see my elegant victory. They can see the contents of your crazy cards. You exchanged 1 virus and 1 Link. So all I've gotta do is take both, and victory belongs to us black noblemen. Wait, is that right? If the card Force Celsius takes now is a Link card, then he wins. But even if it's a virus card, it'll still be match point, and then he'll know which card to take for sure. It's going to end without Faris demonstrating any of her power. Card open! And the card displayed on the monitor is... a virus card! Is it over? The virals have taken 3 Link cards and 3 virus cards. Match point. But Force Celsius is right. That doesn't even matter. Faris only has 2 cards left. And Force Celsius already knows which is the Link card and which is the virus card. Faris' Link card is surrounded by the virals cards. There's nowhere to run. Does this mean Faris is going to lose? No way. There's gotta be some advice I can give her. Can't think of anything. The end. The world has dyed black, the closing of this Rhinet century. 4 Celsius poses as if in ecstasy, with both hands stretched wide and his chin cocked up. His attitude disgusts me. I clench my fists. It looks like I'll have no choice but to time leap again and force Forrest to wear the sunglasses. The black revelations have been fulfilled. The wussy champ has fallen from grace to former champ. We, the viral attackers, now raise the curtain to the highest, grandest, sexiest new generation.
What are you talking about, Nya?
Huh?
This match isn't over yet, Nyan.
Faris is back to her usual speech patterns. She's even got a fearless smile on her face. That's not the look of a Rhinetter face facing certain defeat. And then, Faris pulls something out of her ears. Wait, earplugs? Those are the ones I gave her this morning. She wore the earplugs, but not the sunglasses? Why? To catch the opponent unprepared? What dreamy nonsense are you spewing? The match is already won. You're just pawing at the ground.
Why don't you check the card you just took from Forrest, Nya?
What? No way! The card he just took wasn't a link card. No freaking way! In the name of all that is elegant and evil, that's just impossible! That's bullcrap! There's no way you'd shoot yourself in the foot by wasting change directory to switch 2 virus cards!
Just turn over the card and see for yourself already, Nya.
4 Celsius slowly flips over the card he took from Faris. The entire audience waits for the card to be revealed. And then, displayed on the monitor. What? Just when we all thought the card was a link card! A virus card? A huge turn around! She did it! She really turned defeat into victory. It's like she knew exactly what was going to happen. She was in control of the battle all along. The audience goes wild. Their cheers shake the hall. We have our winner, Faris Nyan! 2-time undefeated champion. Congratulations! As the hall rocks with the jubilation of the crown, Dadu and I clasp hands and share in the excitement of Faris' victory. Wow, we just watched a whole anime episode right there. Whole Yu-Gi-Oh battle. With the tournament over, I wait for Faris outside the hall. I sent Daru home already. I'll have to tell Faris about Mayeti soon, and I don't want him to hear it.
Kiyoma!
Suddenly, Faris runs up to me, paying no heed to the curious stares of the crowd. She's still in her maid clothes, and she's carrying 2 bouquets of flowers, which she received from her adoring fans. Congratulations on your victory, Faris jumps at me before I can finish. She jumps into my arms, embracing me, and there's a warm feeling against my cheek. Kiss? Was that a kiss?
Thanks for everything, Nyan.
Faris smiles innocently. It's like her entire body is glowing with pure joy. No, I can't have you thanking me like this. I need something else from you.
What's that, Nyan? You mean a kiss isn't enough? So you want to go on a date, Nyan? Aw, Kiyoma, you're so greedy, Nyan. But you know, Faris doesn't mind, Nyan.
Faris puts on an impish smile. I'm glad those earplugs I gave you did the trick. So get off. It's too hot. I forcefully pry Faris's body off me. Everyone is staring at us.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Nya. It wouldn't have been such a close game if I just believed you to begin with, Nya.
Faris bashfully paws at her head. I take that paw of hers and leave the scene. Alright, here's the truth. Here's where it all comes out that she doesn't know anything and that we just wasted all of our time. We get to the overpass and finally lose sight of all of the tournament spectators. Faris, now you'll listen to what I have to say, right?
Nya?
I brought you the sunglasses and earplugs, but I didn't come up with the idea.
Really, Nya? Then who?
You did. Faris looks at me in confusion. To be precise, the 2 hours from now. The first time, you lost to the viral attacker's underhanded tactics. And then you asked me to use my time machine to stop them.
Your time machine?
This was a contract, so to speak. You almost remembered the D-mail you sent to change the past, even though you should have forgotten. You said that you'd remember if you won the Rhinet tournament. Well, do you remember? It's very important, so I need you to try. No, of course not, because that's stupid. Why would she? It's a different world line, or like a different... she doesn't know she was tricking you, moron. Faris stares into my eyes, as if she's looking for something. Then she puts a finger against her lips in thought. Finally, she smiles.
Faris was probably pulling your tail, Nya.
Yeah, figures. What?
That Faris was depressed she lost to the virals, Nya. So when she heard about the time machine, she wanted to use it to win, Nya. Because if she didn't, she'd be too ashamed to see Papa, Nya. I'm sure she just played along with Kyoma and said she remembered. That's what I think, Nya. That's probably what Faris would do, Nya.
No way. Yeah, way. No, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. This is like a filler episode, you know what I mean? What the heck? Darn! I was a fool to trust this cat girl. I should have expected this from how she normally acts. I breathe a deep sigh and lean on the overpass's guardrail. So in the end, all that work was for nothing. Yeah, apparently. I still need to fix the warped timeline. But I don't know the contents of Faris's D-mail. Faris forgot it ever happened, and it isn't in her send history. What should I do?
Kyoma?
And suddenly, Faris whispers into my ear.
Look into Faris's eyes, Nya.
What?
Just look, Nya.
Faris's face is right beside mine. Her breath tickles my ear. We're awfully close. Does she plan to kiss me on the lips this time? But her expression is uncharacteristically serious, so I gulp and do as I'm told. I turn to Faris and stare down into her eyes. Faris looks up at me too. If an outsider were to see us, they'd think we were a couple lost in our own world. This is the closest I've ever been to Faris. I'm captivated by the beauty of her features. Wow, her eyelashes are really long.
Nervous, Nya?
Of course not. I'm busy solving Fermat's last theorem in my head.
In other words, You're nervous, Nya. The truth is, Forest has only one power, Nya.
Your power? Do you mean...
It's a secret, but I'll make an exception for Kyoma. Truth is, Forest can read people's minds, Nya.
Wait, what?
I call my power Cheshire Break. What you think, Nya? Awesome, Nyan.
I'm an exception? But the virals knew about it too, didn't they?
I had no idea the cat was out of the bag, Nya.
I won't deny the existence of supernatural powers. After all, I have one of my own, called Reading Steiner. Oh, I just thought of something. Oh, okay. This isn't technically a spoiler, because the game, this is just what the game's about, but like Chaos Head Noah, or Chaos Head, anyway, that game, which is before this one, it's the first one, is about characters with superpowers. And as far as I understand, that game and this one are, they have like an interconnected world somehow. I wonder if like people can have these superpowers, and just for us, it's translating into time travel stuff. So like maybe she really does, maybe she really can read people's minds. What the heck? Dang, I just thought of that.
Ever since I was small, I could tell what Papa's business partners were thinking from the looks on their faces, Nya. It's more like intuition or a sixth sense, Nya. Based on eye movements, facial expressions, and gestures, I can tell when someone's lying, Nya.
Oh, okay, so no, she's just using like what fake psychics use. Yeah, okay. So it's not like a superpower. All right. Wait, so you've been using that power at Rynet tournaments?
Of course, Nya. Faris is an entertainer, Nyan. It's my style to get into a tight spot on purpose so I can make a huge turnaround, Nyan. Besides, if I wear sunglasses, I can't read my opponent's thoughts, Nya.
Is that why she didn't put them on?
It's because of this power that I knew you weren't lying.
But you wouldn't go along with me at all in the beginning, though.
You just rubbed my fur the wrong way, Nya.
It feels like she's tricking me again. It's very possible.
And I can tell you're not lying now either, Nya. Faris used that D-mail thing to change the past, Nya. I believe you, Nya. I wish I could remember, but I'm sorry, Nya. I can't remember, Nyan.
Great. I see. We've reached an impasse. I have no choice but to look for some other way. Huh? I suddenly feel intense stares on us. I realize that we're surrounded by people. Are they jealous Faris fans who think I'm her boyfriend? I shudder at the thought, but I don't think that's the case. Then who are they? Is it CERN? Moika's Rounders? Oh, shoot, okay. Yo! A man clad in black steps forward. Oh, it's the bald spot guy again. What does he want now? I realize that the men surrounding us are all dressed like 4 Celsius. So are all of these guys viral attacker underlings? 4 Celsius's gaudy white teeth shine. I've got a word with you, champion. Gaia whispered for me to register an objection.
An objection?
You darn wussy. The power to read the minds of your opponents? That's bullcrap! I know you were cheating. She wasn't cheating. You're the ones who were cheating.
Forrest doesn't use underhanded tricks like you guys, Nya.
the heck you say? I, the Black Nobleman, swear to the god of the elegant evil realm that I never cheat. Though sometimes I do other things. Okay, you corrupt white Siamese cat. I ain't gonna accept that defeat. That last change directory was a fraud. You don't have any proof. Ha! You seem clueless. So I'll tell ya. If I say it's black, it's black. That's the truth of Rhinet. These guys came here to make completely false accusations. It doesn't look like they'll take no for an answer. And they've surrounded us so we can't escape. By the way, your old man's some kind of big shot in Akahibara, isn't he? I bet he pulled strings so they'd let you win. That's what all the hip Rhinetters are saying, you know? You're such a scoundrel. You ain't got a bit of elegant evility. You ain't even a white Siamese cat. You're a fatty pig, crawling in the mud. The crowd grows louder. Beyond the wall of viral henchmen, there are some homebound Rhinet spectators watching from a distance. The virals start jeering loudly. Seriously? I thought it went way too well, but you're telling me it was rigged? This cat girl's the worst! So that's the kind of person Faris is? A filthy cheater. That's how it is, champion. No, champion. On your knees. Bow before me, the Black Lucifer. For Celsius. Rub your head on the ground and beg for mercy. And then forfeit your throne. Do all that, and I swear to Lucifer to forgive you for your deeds. That's right. Turn down your victory. And never come back to Rhinet Access Battlers again. Quit Rhinet, you jerk! Cheers fly from the surrounding virals. None of the onlookers approach. I guess they don't want to get involved. What a farce. How long do we have to listen to this? Let's go, Faris.
Yeah?
I grab Faris's wrist and force our way through the surrounding virals. As we run from the place, I look back and see... Hold it right there! 4C and his group are chasing after us. Oh! All we can do is run? Hang on, I gotta answer Daru real quick. Hello? It's me. What? I'm busy now! You still at the hall? No! You haven't seen Faris-tan, have you? Actually, everything's on fire. On fire? What is? Her blogs and fan sites. Darn! The viral attackers must be flooding the net with false accusations. Those scumbags. I'm hanging up! I press the end call button and run even faster.
Kioma? Those guys, are they still tailing us, Nya?
Keep running. Just keep running. While gasping for oxygen, I pull Faris by the hand and run faster. We zigzag through the streets of Akaba until we loop back to UPX. Faris's home is right next door. We should have gone there first.
Phew.
My lungs are on fire. My legs are aching.
Kioma, look, Nya!
What? Faris tugs at my sleeve, stopping me. I look at where she's pointing, and there I see several unsavory-looking young men clad in black leather loitering near the apartment building's entrance. Are you kidding me? Darn! They got here first! It's like CERN all over again, but like super anime.
We can't get in like this, Nya.
Let's get out of here! We try to cut through Yodobashi and head to Showadori, but get caught en route. There they are! Text the location! Darn! How many of them are there? All we can do is turn back. We won't make any progress if we keep running like this. We need to find somewhere we can rest. The lab. We can manage something if we escape there. We need to get there somehow. But there are virals loitering around the lab.
What the heck? How?
There's no way we can get past them. What are these guys? Phew. We end up seeking refuge in the ramen shop behind the lab. The ramen shop behind the lab. On another world line, this was May Queen plus Nyan to the second power, where Faris and Mayuri worked as maids.
Why are we stopping here, Nya? We need to run!
May Queen's second floor now seems to be the storehouse for the ramen shop downstairs. Actually, that might be the perfect place to hide. I take Faris's hand and run up the stairs. In the empty room are piles of what seem to be bags of flour. How did they just get up there? What the heck? Faris and I hide behind one such pile. I just hope nobody saw us come in. Let's wait here until those jerks give up. I take out my phone and open the compose mail screen. Help! I send Daru an SOS. Faris and I are hiding above ramen taseburo. Okay. It's mostly empty with some sacks of wheat flour. Nothing that looks useful as a weapon, and nothing big enough to hide behind. The viral attackers are chasing us, and I don't think they can be reasoned with. Normally, I'd have no trouble taking them on all of them, but I can't use my full strength with Faris nearby. What is this? What is happening? This is going crazy suddenly. Call us a taxi, pronto. I send the email. Phew. It's hot as hell in here. And running has made me thirsty. If this were May Queen, we'd have air conditioning, and I could get something to drink.
Nya?
Oh, nothing. I just said the first thing that came to mind, but Faris looks at me strangely.
How do you know the name of the maid cafe that was supposed to be open here, Nya?
Huh?
Oh, I know. We opened up the homepage for a little bit to post maid recruiting information, Nyan. Did you see it?
It was supposed to be open? What the heck?
Faris organized the cafe's plans and passed it through the conference. It was almost a done deal, Nyan. But at the last moment, Papa put his paw down, and the plan died, Nya.
Oh, she sent that to her dad. What did it say?
Papa's such a blockhead, Nya. If he left the store to me, it would have been the best maid cafe in all of Japan. with costumes and tastic maids, nya. Ew. It would have even pulled customers to Akiba from all the way over in Ueno and Ikebukuro. It's such a waste, nya.
The Akihabara I know catered to fans of games, anime, and moe culture. The current Akihabara is still the electric town of old. This used to be the maid cafe, May Queen plus Nyan to the second power. But now it's a ramen shop. And if I remember correctly, Faris wasn't this attached to Rhinet excess battlers on the previous world line. Faris. No. Akiha Rumiho.
Hyan?
You're the Akiha daughter and heir. So you go to the Akihabara city development conferences too, right?
Nya? I don't attend, nya.
You don't? But didn't you say that... Did she say that before the world line changed? Technically, yeah, she did.
Papa's the one who goes to the conferences, nya. Why would Faris have to go, nya?
Then why did you go to the conferences?
Like I said, I don't, nya.
That's right. It makes no sense for a high school girl to participate in development conferences, much less be the mastermind behind the moification of Akiba. Moe shops began to spring up around 2002, didn't they? Back then, Faris was still 9 years old. Could this be a clue to the contents of Faris's D-mail? Your dad's into retro PCs, right?
Yeah. By the way, we still haven't found an IBM 5100, Nyan.
Has your dad ever sold any or given one away? On another world line, Faris's dad donated an IBM 5100 to Yanobayashi Shrine, right? Or was it Faris who did that?
Never, nya. Papa loves all the PCs he's collected, nya. He'd never get rid of one, nya.
Then why did he donate the IBM 5100? Do you have any retro PCs, Faris?
I don't get Papa's hobby at all, nya. Faris likes cosplay and anime and cute things, nyan.
The reason the moe shops disappeared was because Faris didn't participate in the city development conferences. I guess that's what the D-mail was about. Let's say you participated in city development ever since you were a child.
I'd put moe shops all over Akiba, nya. Just visit Kamima and you'll see the wonder of otaku power, nya. I'm sure more people would visit Akiba then, nya.
That aside, if you no longer wanted to participate after participating for all that time, how would you stop yourself in the past?
Is this some sort of psychological test, nya?
It's just a hypothetical question. Faris ponders this for a while.
A dramatic way would be perfect.
What?
Like you see on TV, nya. Faris is weak to drama, nya. I probably got that from Papa, nya.
Really?
For example, if Faris got kidnapped or...
Suddenly, Faris falls silent. It's a dark room. I can't read her expression.
Kidnapped?
Faris? What's wrong? Faris suddenly clutches her head.
Ugh. My head hurts, nya.
Was she not faking?
Hey, Kiyoma. Faris has been feeling funny since coming to the storehouse, nya. Even though I only came here once, back when I was a little kitten. It feels really nostalgic.
Oh shoot, is she like actually getting residual memories or something? Oh shoot.
Like I've been here many times, nya.
What does this mean? Is she messing with me again? No, this feels too real.
Ah!
Her face lights up, and then she grabs my arm.
I remember.
Remember what?
I remember, nya.
The force of her declaration stifles my response.
May Queen plus Nyan to the second power. Kyoma and Daru Nyan were regular customers, nya. And Mayushi worked here too, nya.
Holy crap. Really? You really remember that? Faris nods.
And how Kyoma and Daru talked about the time machine at the store, and how I asked to use it to return for helping find an IBN 5100. And how later, I convinced Kyoma and Daru Nyan it was weird to compare time to a river. And how I took the blood oath to become a lab mem.
I'd almost forgotten those things myself. And the D-mail. Do you remember what you sent? Faris lets out a sigh. Her smile suddenly disappears. Don't tell me that that's all she remembers. Or was she tricking me again?
I remember. But you said you have to cancel it, nya?
Yes. I need to undo the changes made to the past by your D-mail.
You can't, nya!
Faris shakes her head violently and presses her body against me again. We're alone in this dim storehouse. I can feel her hot breath against my cheek. There's no one here to see us. We're safe. I feel myself getting excited by her proximity. Dude, you better freaking calm down. No! I need to keep my cool.
You can't undo it, nya.
Please listen, Faris. Mayuri's life depends on it.
Mayushi?
If we don't return the world line to normal, if I don't get that IBM 5100, then Mayuri will die. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. So please, I need to send another D-mail and cancel the one you...
The wish Faris made with her D-mail was...
Faris cuts in, as if to silence me. Her eyes are wet, reflecting the dim light.
The wish Faris made was to save Papa, who died 10 years ago, nya.
What? What? What?
I exchanged the past where Papa died for a past where he didn't die, Nyan.
You mean that kind-looking man, her father, died 10 years ago? That's consistent with everything, now that I think about it. Faris really has remembered her D-mail. That's why she took over everything. Yo. Now that I know the result, all I have to do is send the cancellation D-mail. But it's not so simple. I need to cancel the D-mail that prevented her father's death 10 years ago. Isn't that the same as killing him again? I hear the door open and quickly cover Faris's mouth with my hand. Yeah, that does kind of suck though. Way to bring that back around to some form of grounding again, but yeah, he'd literally be having to... I mean, technically it's not his fault, but it would be kind of as well. Oh man, you'd have to kill somebody to make sure Mayuri doesn't die. That's crazy. Oh. Is Forrest really hiding in here? Someone saw two people who looked like them go inside. Crap! Someone saw us? We need to do something. If they call their friends, we're done for. Oh shoot, dude. Where are you? So you were here, Forrest. Yeah?
Okabe? Can you hear me? We called a taxi, but it'll take some time to get there.
Kuretsu. You exposed us to the pursuers. They're right in front of us. Hey, come on out! There's no point in hiding.
I see. Then I'll lecture you on how to escape. You're in the same place you were before, right?
The men are approaching our hiding spot, but because the room is dark, it seems they can't tell where we are. I listen carefully to Kuretsu's voice.
Scatter the flower and make a break for it, okay?
Scatter the flower?
Then switch on the light.
Now I get it. Roger. Over and out. Then, I see the light reflect off of something. One of the men has a butterfly knife. He opens the blade with a flourish. I quickly rip open a nearby wheat flour sack and toss its contents into the air. The scattered white powder shines in the sunlight through the window. What the heck? I can't see! Slipping past the disoriented men, I carry Forrest towards the exit. Right next to the exit, I see the light switch. I push Forrest out first, then flip the switch right before shutting the door. Right as we get out. What the heck? A sound like firecrackers resounds from the other side of the door. A dust explosion. I've seen this same trick used by guys like McDiver and Master Cheaton. That should distract them long enough for us to escape. Is that real? Can you do that? That's crazy if that's real. Forrest coughs, shaking wheat flour off of her clothes and hair. But there's no time to spare. The taxi still isn't here. But it's not like we can wait for it. We need to leave here now. Great. However... You're not getting away! Get him! Crap! We were headed for the lab, but got ambushed.
Oh no.
Soon Forrest and I are surrounded by men with the fires of hatred burning in their eyes. Yo! We got you now! The crowd parts down the middle, and 4 Celsius steps forward wearing a hat. I'll tell you one thing. You can't escape my total bad black aura. I shield Forrest with my body. 4 Celsius cracks his knuckles and smiles. I always fight the system, and once again, my elegant evil story ends in perfect victory. Stop. Don't you lay a finger on me. The only thing I can do to stop faltering is to go into Haoen Kyoma mode. If you take another step, the power of my right arm will break free. Always at the front line of the scene stands one man. That one man is the peacock flapping its black wings.
Calm down, right arm of mine. No, the seal is coming undone. Run away, all of you! Your lives are in jeopardy! I'll elegantly floor you with my crazy dance. The one chosen by the jet black wings is none other than I. No, my right arm. My right hand! Please, stop! I don't want to kill anymore! Hey, what the heck is he doing? Something strikes the top of my head. One of the virals threw a can at me. Don't let him trick you! He's just a textbook Chinibyo case. Yeah, like you guys can talk. Whatever, just kick his butt. Very well. Then prepare yourselves. Releasing restriction, see... Before I can finish, 4 Celsius kicks me in the solar plexus.
Kyoma!
Oh crap, we're getting screwed up. He grabs the top of my head and knees me repeatedly. Holy crap. No one stops this? Where's the cops now that just shot Mayuri in the head for literally no reason? What? Finally, he lets go of my hair. I start coughing as soon as I hit the ground. Next, 4 Celsius lays into me with heavy kicks to the head and body. I raise my arms to protect my face. Ha! I told you, man. The coldest ice burns. That's frostbite, you idiot. Why, you? He starts stomping on me with his booted heels.
Kyoma!
All I can feel is pain. I abandon all thought and wait for the storm to pass.
Stop it, Nya! Don't hurt Kyoma anymore!
Don't tell me what to do! I only listen to the whispers of Gaia. 4 Celsius grabs my thumb in both hands. Then he starts to twist.
Stop it! Someone help!
Oh? I hear a sound. A car's exhaust. The honking of a horn. A limousine barrels into the alleyway at terrific speed. Everyone screams and scatters to avoid it. The smell of burnt rubber. Tire tracks on the asphalt. The limousine stops right in front of my fallen body. The back door opens. Get inside!
Papa!
But I can't even stand up. Yo, he came in fashion, brother. What the heck? There's no strength in my body left. My vision's blurry too. Slender arms wrap around my body, pulling me towards the car. The soft scent of citrus tickles my nose.
Hang in there, Nya!
I let her help me into the limousine. Wait! You're not getting away! The door shuts, cutting off his shouting. The car speeds off like a bullet. What the heck? There's a softness under my head. We're inside the limousine. My head is resting on Faris's lap. Every inch of my body feels like it's on fire. And at the same time, there's a terrible cold in my bones. I can barely hear. My ears are ringing. The urge to vomit has receded, at least. They really messed me up. According to Faris's dad, he was racing to UPX to congratulate Faris when he saw us.
A fortunate coincidence indeed. Is this also the choice of Steins Gate?
I really need to thank you, Okabe-kun. Thank you for protecting my daughter.
Protecting? I'm no hero. If I had the strength, I would prostrate myself right now before this man. I wasn't able to do anything against those guys. I was pathetic.
Absolutely not. You saved my daughter's life.
He shakes my hand firmly in gratitude.
Oh, Papa. I thought I told you not to push yourself since you've got important work to do. You should listen to me, Nya.
Faris looks happy as she says that. However, I recall what Faris told me in the ramen shop.
The wish Faris made was to save Papa, who died 10 years ago, Nya.
Oh, this is rough. If that's true, then to return to the original world line, I have to erase her father. To kill him, essentially.
I always keep my promises to you, Rumiho. I made that decision long ago.
Papa, thank you, Nya.
The limousine soon reaches Faris's home.
So you're looking for an IBM 5100?
That's right. I heard you were an enthusiastic retro PC collector. Do you know anything about it? I end up eating dinner at Faris's apartment. Faris's father was extremely grateful to me and invited me up. I would have been okay with just borrowing the shower, but he even prepared a change of clothes for me. And he even told me I could stay since it's too dangerous to go outside. During the meal, I try asking about the IBM 5100, ignoring the pain I still feel throughout my body.
It's quite unusual for a man your age to know about the IBM 5100.
He smiles when I bring up his hobby of collecting old PCs.
I did have one. I gave it away, though.
You gave it away?
Yes. I had a compelling reason.
He glances at his daughter. Faris keeps eating her meal silently. Did you donate it to Yanabayashi's shrine?
To a shrine? No.
No? All the strength drains from my body. Were my efforts for nothing?
I don't think Hashida-san, who entrusted the IBM 5100 to me, could ever forgive me for what I did.
Hashida-san? Hashida? As in Hashida Suzu? Faris's dad nods. Oh shoot! Suzuha's pseudonym. My pulse rises instantly upon hearing that name. She did it. She found an IBM 5100. She brought it to Akaba. She completed her mission. Tears well up in my eyes. I bite them back.
This is an old story. A story from before my company got as big as it is. Rumiho was kidnapped. The kidnapper demanded an unthinkable ransom. Maybe I should have mortgaged the company instead. But at that moment, someone appeared, like a godsend, offering a large sum of money to buy my IBM 5100. I sold it, which gave me enough to prepare Rumiho's ransom.
Let's not talk about that, Nya.
For some reason, Faris's face turns red with embarrassment. Who kidnapped her is the question. Was it Wait a minute. Oh no! Was Suzu... No, it can't be. No, that can't be right. Alright, I was gonna say I thought maybe the one that kidnapped her was Suzuha, but that doesn't sound right according to how the dad reacted when he mentioned her. So she must have been the one that gave money? Or bought the IBM 5100? I guess? Okay. If I had to say, her dad seems really happy to tell this story. Not something you'd expect from a kidnapping story. So, who was the buyer? French businessman, I believe. I think I still have his contact information. Would you like it? I politely declined the offer. It'd still be nice to have it though, dude. I don't know why you decline it. That's kinda dumb. There's no way the IBM 5100 will arrive from France in time. And I doubt we could afford to pay for it anyway. Plus, there's a high possibility the buyer is related to CERN, or to the Rounders. I clench my fist, then open it again. Why won't you return to me, IBM 5100?